You see, I told you we'd be late.
Oh, you were late. I told you to go pick those forms up.
Here to pay Adam's respects for old Mrs. Freer.
Yes, we will. So shut up and let's do it.
So you go buy flowers for a service station.
They were fresh. They were
Alex!
Some of this is stupid!
Please!
Hey, get in here! It's my right to do it!
Alex!
Get out of there! Come on. Come on.
Get up your mother.
My dad and Uncle Jerry hit each other.
Fighting? In your own mother's grave?
It's Jerry that started it.
So she grabs my arm, tries to stop me. I gently pushed her back, and before I knew what was happening... I mean, I'm the older brother. It's my right? Oh, you saw us. Because I threw in the dirt before he did.
He shouldn't have hit my wife. Yeah, but maybe I was a bit aggressive. He's been off in America for the last 8 years while I've worked at home with Mum on the farm. He can't expect to come back and lord it over me.
But you don't want him charged?
I just want to get back to Mum's wake.
What I should be doing is charging you both with a fray. But under the circumstances, we'll let it go with a warning.
Yeah, thanks. Right.
But I suggest you two sort out your differences, though. I don't want any more trouble from you, and I'm sure your wife doesn't either.
Thank you, Sergeant Croydon.
All right, you can go. But any more nonsense from you, you'll be back in here and on charges like a shot.
Hello? Oi,
Yes?
what's with the Blues Brothers?
Oh, the bloke did a bit of mudslinging contest. McKinley had to get physical with him.
Remind me never to get stuck in a corner with you, McKinley.
I should be so lucky.
Here's your police life.
So how's this little one going, eh?
It's going to make us a potato chip sandwich, aren't you?
Yeah, okay.
What happened to you two?
They were just about charged by the police. At their own mother's funeral, for God's sake.
Come on, Rond. Let you off with a caution, did they?
Good behaviour. Won't be me who starts anything.
Don't push it, Jerry.
Will you two just cut it out? Thanks for looking after Toby, Miss Hugs.
Yes, no problem. He's having a good time, aren't you?
Gran's asleep now.
Hey, listen, it's all right. Come on. Come and sit down. I'll get you a cup of tea. It's all right.
I mean, it's hard enough without them fighting all the time.
Oh, look, everyone gets upset at these things.
No. They've been at it for weeks. Ever since Betty got sick and he came back. All over a few bloody chickens.
Sorry?
It's stupid. We're free range. Jerry thinks we should be going high-tech. Battery stuff or hormones or something. Betty'd have a fit.
All right, I'll sort it out.
Alex! What the hell's going on now?
He's gone home to pack.
What?
My things, darling, don't worry. Apparently I'm a dangerous parasite and I'm not welcome at home anymore.
Yeah, well, it's not surprising, really. Old Mrs. Freer is running the farm with Alex since the dad died.
Hey, do you reckon we could claim on dry cleaning for the mum?
Yeah, and?
You know.
Well, and then the brother came back when the mum died, you see, so it's...
Ah, the old fighting over the inheritance, huh?
Lucky if there is one that took farm earns less money than I do. Hey, what about Kay's to and from work? Because...
You live in the watch house.
Yeah, well, technically I do.
come on,
Oh,
mate.
it's tax.
Yeah, I know, company time, blah, blah, blah.
Is anybody
blah.
doing any work out here today, or have we just gone into general debate mode?
No, we're playing through it out here, boss. We are, we're doing very well.
Doyle?
I was just going to finish these for Nick.
Well, when you're clear here, you can go and make Cooperfield want to do some mail for him.
Yeah. Hey, here he is. He's in his nice jammies, up and about. Good man. How you doing?
Yeah, no, I have to walk around. It's hospital policy.
Oh, mate, do you want to watch out? I had a friend, Reg Dwight, you know him? Well, he had some stitches. He was in hospital. He got up before they were set, popped. He got an infection and he nearly died.
Nick. Thank you very much.
Yeah, terrible. Yeah, this'll cheer you up. Mail from the tax department.
Oh, fantastic. Infection, death and tax. It really cheered me up. Thank
Mate,
you.
it's not all doom and gloom. I got a refund last year. Oh, sorry, mate, I thought it was that one. Went to an accountant. Brilliant it was. I'm going to get an even bigger one. Watch out. Ah! You're right there. Oh, you're right. You want a hand in here? You're right.
Oh, Nick,
pass on your respects to Alex Freer.
A nurse? A doctor or something?
You dropped your mail.
Mate, you've popped my wound open when you pulled me over there.
Well, hovering behind me isn't going to make it happen any quicker.
I like hovering behind you.
You're making this really difficult. You get out of here, please.
Hey, he's claiming for haircuts. Can he claim for haircuts?
Oh, he could try.
Not once have I claimed for haircuts.
Mount Thomas Police, you're speaking to Constable McKinley. How can I help you? No, we know the address. PJ?
Yes,
Sir,
Constable
the police
McKinley.
are on their way. It's Alex Freer, hot burger, the Chook Farm.
Right, you
Now,
coming?
sir, can you please stay on the phone? No, it's for your own safety, just until the police arrive.
I came back to do a couple of things and I heard someone in the back of the house, in Mum's room. They took off when they heard me coming, out the window like a shot, knocked down between the sheds.
Did you get a look at it?
Only for a second. Scrawny little bloke dressed in black. That's all I can tell you. He was up and away before I got in here. Mum's room's through here.
Mr. Freer, what did you come back here to do?
Is that really necessary for you
I'm
to know?
sorry. What I mean is, did you come back unexpectedly? Maybe someone knew you'd be at your mother's funeral.
It certainly narrows it down. Oh, yeah, I can see this. It is a bit of a mess, isn't it? No, sir, please, don't touch anything. We need to check that out later on, prints, whatever. Notice anything else taken, sir?
Yeah, well, I'll have to sort through this shambles first, won't I?
Somebody looking for something.
Oh, that certainly narrows it down.
Got a better idea, junior detective, or should I say constable? So it's a story at Freers. It's definitely a forced entry, but I don't know what they're intending to take if it was a burg. And next time, don't call it a hot burg if the offender has already taken off.
He said the guy was still in the house. As far as I knew, it was offenders on.
Just be sure.
Excuse me, if I could just interrupt for a moment. You don't think it was a Fenningham bird?
No, I don't. But they're going to tell us if anything is missing.
Any ideas?
Not yet.
Oh, all right, keep on it. Feelings are running pretty high out there. It's not going to take much to turn this into a full-scale family feud. And McKinley, these incident reports aren't finished properly.
Or maybe they were after the family jewels.
Oh, great. We have more theories. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
I'm Senior Detective Hasham.
Melanie Baldwin. I was hoping to catch Nick. Is he around?
Nick. No, Nick's not at his desk. Please let me be of service to you.
No, it's a business matter. I was just hoping to pick up some documents from him.
Documents?
Some receipts and some forms. I'm his accountant.
Ah. You're Nick's accountant?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that he had an
Sorry, Nick had those on his desk for you. They're a bit disorganised.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be able to sort it out.
If you're looking for any new clients, Miss Griffith.
Baldwin?
Easy mistake to make, Melanie.
Well, I'm always in the market for new clients, Detective. Anyway, Nick's got my number.
I bet he has.
Hasham, stop drooling.
I hope Schultz hasn't been doing his tax return on company time.
Oh, boss, as if.
You know, the family jewels theory may not be such a bad one.
Here we go, thick as thieves.
They may not be rolling in it, but there may be something.
Maybe. Maybe that's what all this fighting's about, what she's left in her will.
No will?
No, she didn't leave one. Died in state.
No, she didn't. She died here on the farm.
No, I mean the,
Oh, intestate.
Yeah, intestate.
Not like old Mrs. Freer. She's usually really organised. Especially after her husband died. She ran that place like clockwork.
How come you know all this?
After the flood. That little girl and stuff.
Oh, that's right. And then you put her in the incubator to keep her warm.
Yeah, I became really good mates with the Freers after that. Used to score a few free eggs off them.
Yeah, well, no wonder they're going under. Do you like the flowers?
Yeah, very nice. Going under.
Yeah, Jerry Freer reckons the Chook Farm's on its last legs.
Oh, not as far as I know.
What is the matter with you?
Oh, Nick popped my wound open. I had to get a couple of extra stitches, didn't I?
Ah, can I have a look?
Yeah, right, but first you have to help me with this.
You tax.
Yeah, come on.
Forget it.
Well, I've got to have my hair cut for
Morning.
the job. I look like a feral hippie.
Yeah. Morning, McKinley.
No,
How are you? I'm
look,
fine, thank you. I
just
saw
a
Adam the other
please,
day.
Melanie,
How's
have
he?
you
Well,
seen the
actually,
dry cleaning
he's a little
machine?
bit dirty on someone because they
Yeah,
burst
thanks
open
very
his
much.
wound and now it just looks like
Tax.
Frankenstein.
The monster. Looks like the monster.
What?
The monster. Frankenstein was the doctor. The monster was the monster. That's why they called him the monster.
Is PJ in?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you look for
Here he
him?
is.
Hello.
Hey, listen, I got hold of the Melbourne lawyer who looks after the Freer family.
And what did he say?
There was a will when old Mr. Freer was alive, but he was a sole signatory, left everything to his wife.
Copy?
Yep, love one. Now, the lawyer says he hassled Mrs. Freer to make up her own will, but she thought that he was after her money, so as far as he knows, she never made up another one.
Oh, and no sign of the family jewels then.
So how are they going to divvy up the family farm?
Morning.
Morning.
Senior, were you doing your tax return in here yesterday?
No, not at all, no.
What do you call that?
Oh, that's my dry cleaning receipt.
Yes, your accountant was in to collect your paperwork.
I just brought it in for it. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, as long as that's all it was. You're supposed to set an example, you know.
Mate, very cute.
What?
Your accountant.
All right, you wanted us to keep the peace. I'm keeping the peace. I ought to be at the pub thumping the living daylights out of him, but instead I'm here talking to you.
What's happened now, Mr. Freer?
My bloody brother's pinched a whole lot of grain from the farm, that's what.
So, how much grain has gone?
Almost 10 tonnes. That's a lot of weeks' worth of feed. Only got delivered a couple of days ago.
It's only just been taken?
What?
Or it could have been taken yesterday while you're in town?
Now there's a theory.
I don't know, I suppose.
Were you out there yesterday?
No, we were busy with the funeral and everything.
You should be talking to Jerry. If you ask me, he took the grain in the middle of the night to get back at Alex.
But what for?
Kicking him out.
What, so he's at the pub?
You should just go back to the States and leave us alone.
Well, what's your problem with Jerry?
Jerry's a leech. He only came back to cash in when he heard Betty was dying. He's already made a fortune over there. He doesn't need any of this.
Rond.
What would he have done with the grain? I can't understand.
He did it all right. And I have found something missing from the break-in. Betty's pearls. I didn't notice yesterday because they're kept in my room, but they're gone.
No, look, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Has he gone out?
He was never in. He didn't stay last night. Did book a room, but he cancelled it. He decided he was going to be around for the long term and that a room here would be too temporary or something. So he had a few drinks and left.
Did he say where he was going to stay?
Hi, Joy.
Not trying to break in, are we?
Mr. Freer, good morning.
I don't know, is it? A bit of a late night.
Hey. Oh, actually, that's what we wanted to talk to you about.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'd invite you in, but it's a bit crowded even by myself.
Oh, it's not very permanent then.
Chris Riley sent you over, did
Now,
she?
can you tell us where you were last night?
I could, yes. What do you want to know?
Well, apparently some grain was taken from your brother's farm last night or yesterday.
And he thinks I did it, does he?
Well, you know, he's got a couple of theories, yeah.
Well, I didn't. And that's our farm detective, not his.
Mr. Freer, you know anything about a pearl necklace? It was your mother's. Rhonda often wears it.
Why, has that gone missing
Well,
too?
apparently it was taken when the house was broken into.
Well, you know where I was then. I got an evil twin, have I?
Or maybe just a very good friend.
They have been developing theories,
Now,
haven't they?
do you want to tell us where you were last night, or you can put on your strides and we can have a chat about this down at the station? Now, what would you want to do?
I don't think that's necessary. I was with someone. I've got a very good alibi. Of course, that doesn't discount the notion of my good friend, does it?
Who's your alibi, Mr. Freer?
You know, I really don't need this right now. Hello? Yes, it is. Look, can you call me back? I'm in a meeting. Yeah, 10 minutes? Thank you. Small-time practices. Everyone expects a personal service.
Oh, that's understandable. And I'm going to probably need to talk to you about my taxes, Melanie, sometime.
No way, you're going to have to wait in the queue now. This other business?
Well, yeah, thanks for coming in. We just need to confirm some information we have from a Mr. Jerry Freer.
Jerry? Oh, we had dinner last night. It was business. Why? What's going on?
Well, what time are you with Mr. Freer?
7:45 to 10:30 or so.
Where'd you go for dinner?
Le Bon Vivant.
Nice choice. Good food. You seem nervous, worried.
No, we were discussing business. I didn't notice.
Well, what exactly were we discussing?
The farm, his mother's will.
So there is a will?
A current one, I don't know.
And why would he want to talk to you about that?
Well, sometimes accountants hold wills for clients, but I never held one for Betty Freer. And neither did Dad.
Dad?
This was my father's practice. He passed it on to me. But he handled all the Freers' business before he retired.
Oh, good. Can we talk to him?
Through a clairvoyant, he's been dead for 2 years. This town probably killed him. Now, can we wrap this up?
Yeah, well, about the farm, Mr. Bond. What's the situation there?
Look, I'm not in a position to talk about finances. I mean, you can subpoena my records, of course, but otherwise, really.
Well, I just mean that there's a bit of bad blood between the family.
Well, Jerry left about 8 years ago. He did very well lecturing in the States, biochemistry. You know, married, never really stayed in touch. Alex, he stayed and worked with his dad. I mean, it's the grasshopper in the ant, if you like.
Where's
They
Jerry's
never
wife?
You're going to have to ask him that.
Well, didn't she come back with him?
No. Look, I can't tell you anymore. I'm his accountant, not his father confessor.
All right. Well, thanks very much for coming. And I'm going to talk to you about my taxes sometime.
Well, you're going to have to make an appointment.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm busy.
What do you want?
Can we put the siren on?
No, I don't think so, because it might frighten off all those chickens, you see.
Chickens don't have emotions, my dad said.
Oh, really?
I thought the detective was looking after this. Not important enough for him, eh?
Ah, mate, he's onto it. We were just out this way and they asked us to pick up the inventory, that's all.
Yeah, well, it's all there. 10 tonnes of barley gone. It's just over 2 grand's worth.
Rightio, we'll let him know. We'll drop this paperwork back to you as soon as we can.
Got a good excuse, has he? My big brother.
Well, mate, I don't know. I can't tell you. We'll just keep you informed of any progress we make.
Over there. Can I have my hat back? Oh, look out for that oil there, sweetie.
You'd like to sort of look after your cars a bit better.
We do.
Yeah, we'll tell your detective that. It's where he parked this morning.
They hit a service the other day, didn't they?
He's a gun detective, this bloke, Hashem.
Hey, there's a patch here too, Schultze.
Well, this looks like a job for you and me, Tonto. You wander down to the gate, you see if there's any more oil leaks down there, which way they go. What about your vehicles?
Yeah, I'll do all the upkeep myself. I'm going to do it properly.
Eh? Good on you. Well, mate, someone's got a very bad seal and they've been parked there for quite some time.
There's a trail of grain with this oil. The car definitely went that way. Kimo Sabi.
Hi-ho, Silver. Away.
Now, would you like to explain to me what a load of grain from the freeze was doing in your farm vehicle?
I told you I never used that truck. It just sits there. You can check with a local paper. I've tried to sell it 3 times.
It still runs that, isn't it?
I guess. And the keys just sit in it. Stupid, I suppose. I caught young Toby trying to set it up once. His mother was furious.
What were you doing last night?
Writing letters. At home. Alone. I don't have an alibi, and I'm not a full detective, Hashem. If I was going to steal, I'd make bloody damn sure I had an alibi.
Well, no one's charged you with anything yet.
Even though we've got enough evidence to.
A few drops of oil. So, somebody drove my truck and hid the goods in my shed. It wasn't me, my pigs eat corn.
Well, pigs will eat anything, won't they?
Sure. And they get sick. I don't feed them chicken food.
So why would someone steal a load of grain from Alex Freer and park it right next door?
Hey, I'm a pig farmer. You're a policeman.
How do you get along with the Freers?
Oh, generally pretty well. Not so good lately.
Why's that?
Timing. I was maybe a bit tactless. I spoke to Ron a couple of times when I was alive about selling. Those sheds won't last forever. I could demolish them, sell the incubating equipment. It's a good-sized piece of land, good soil. I could grow some corn, feed my pigs, sell a little.
You wanted to buy the farm, did you?
And I made another offer. When Betty was near the end. I thought I might... It was bad timing. I told myself I was being helpful, but... Maybe he was right. Maybe I was being, what's the word he used? Opportunist.
Is that what Alex said?
And his brother. They were very upset that Mother was dying.
Well, have you been around there since?
Only to pay my respects. We came to a kind of truce. Rhonda invited me to the funeral. I get on well with young Toby. Like a grandfather, I guess. I didn't steal from them.
So who did?
Yeah, you want to believe Bergstrom because you deeply want to believe
Oh, yes, yes, and you're going to tell me why, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell the world, because you're lying to yourself. You are, because you're deeply humiliated. You're deeply humiliated. You're
not.
upset because you're parked right on top of the evidence.
Right, I am not.
Yes, you are too.
R2.
And who was it left up to? The Lone Ranger and Tonto here. The uniforms kicked in, did the job, we tidied up, didn't we? And you're just a bit peeved, aren't you? And don't you look so happy because you were driving the car. She was. She parked the car right on top of the evidence.
I am not peeved, and you are not the Lone Bloody Ranger.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Everything's under control. The detective and his would-be assistant, they're right on top of the job. They're right on top of it. Right on top of it. I'm for the Dutchman. What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon he knows more than he's letting on. I mean, why would anyone try to shut him up?
Well, exactly. He's lying through his dentures.
I mean, Rhonda and Alex seem like pretty decent people, honest. I don't know about that brother of theirs.
He's a funny bloke, that fellow, isn't he? Which is why Hoekstra is pointing the finger at him, of course.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, what he's saying, he said Jerry Freer stole the truck, then he planted the truck on Hoekstra's farm to frame Hoekstra.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense.
Well, it would if he did it to sort of cover for stealing of pearls. But then why would he? Because he's got a cast-iron alibi, hasn't he?
Well, Hoekstra's got to be lying, doesn't he?
Absolutely. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to run it by a superior mind, that's all.
Thank you very much.
Now, mate, how are your stitches? Are they good?
They're great, thanks.
Good man. How's your tax return going? You can't claim by that, by the way.
It's all right.
Well, what you should do, you should get in touch with my accountant, because I'm looking at a $600 rebate. A $600 rebate, even without my haircuts. Open up. Oh, it's a major!
Oh, God, Toby!
Who found it?
I did! Oh, God, is he going to be okay?
Come with me, tell me exactly what happened. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to wait here.
Come on. What happened, mate? What happened to Toby?
He could die. He nearly died. He was delirious. Well, what if he dies?
What happened to him?
He got locked in and the temperature was up. If Rhonda hadn't walked past and noticed the gauge...
Locked in where, mate?
The incubator room. The hatching unit. Someone had shut the door, wound the temperature right up. He was in there. He was breathing so fast.
How'd he get locked in there?
Who shut the door and wound the temperature up? That's what you should be asking.
What do you mean?
We're after the eggs, that's all. Destroying the eggs. Toby just happened to... If he did this, I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Don Thomas 208 to the big casing, code 5 at the last. Oh, it looks like a dump. Mr. Freer,
What do you want?
we've got a bit of a problem we need to speak to you about down at the station.
Excuse me, we're in a business meeting.
Excuse me, but it's Mr. Freer that we need to speak with.
This is ridiculous. What's going on?
Jerry,
I'd call a lawyer if I were you.
so we'd prefer that it was with your agreement rather than having to arrest you.
Right, I can see you won't take no for an answer. We'll finish this later. I'll get my jacket.
Business meeting without a briefcase is very interesting.
That's terrible. The boy, he'll be all right? I think maybe I should go and see him, but after this business with the truck,
Well, have you seen the freeze since we found the truck?
No? You told me to keep clear, remember?
Well, has Alex been around?
No? Why are you back asking me these questions? You think I had something to do with harming the boy?
Well, did you?
No, I wouldn't do that. Besides, I'm busy. Look, I heard nothing, and I saw nothing. Anyway, I was probably with you blokes when it happened.
Yes, Mr. Hoekstra, but you were pretty annoyed when you were accused of stealing the grain.
Annoyed, yes, but not vindictive. The truck, I know it looked bad. I understand the suspicion there, but the thing met the boy,
Well, could anybody vouch for you? Farm hands?
Oh, it's Sophia. Sophia? Yeah, I was delivering her babies ever since I was back. Isn't she beautiful?
It's lovely. Sorry.
It's all right. Calm down.
I already told you, I've got no reason to do that to Toby. He's my nephew, for God's sake.
You know, mate, I can't help but notice there doesn't seem to be much love lost between members of your family.
Yeah, it's true, Alex and I don't really get along too well, but Toby's a different story. He's a great kid. I'd never do anything to hurt him.
Right now, mate, you're free to go. We're not going to take any action against you at this stage.
However, we may need to speak with you again about this matter.
And I'll cooperate. So can I go now?
Yeah, you're free to go, but, sir, I strongly advise you to stay here until we've had an opportunity to sort this matter out with your brother. You see, your brother Alex seems to think that you're behind all the mishaps that have been happening at the farm.
I told you I would never hurt Toby. I had nothing to do with pinching that grain.
Oh, mate, look, we agree with you, but, you know, there's some people in the community that don't.
That sly old bastard Hoekstra. Oh, if you can't join him, beat him. He's been trying to get on side with Alex and Rhonda for years, but he blew it, didn't he? So now he's trying Plan B and using me as a scapegoat. It's obvious.
All right, mate, for now, just stay away from your brother. Thanks very much.
I can handle Alex. And you can think what you like, but think about this. If I'm so bloody keen to get a share of the business, why would I fry the next generation of stock? Not too smart, eh?
He's got a point there, Gerald, hasn't he? I mean, unless he's got the Colonel's secret recipe.
I guess who I saw when I went to pick him up.
So what's Melanie Baldwin got to do with all this?
Could be working on the division of the property.
No, it's lawyer's territory, don't we? Well, we need to talk to her some more. Yeah, well, I think I should do that.
Yeah, you would.
Well, we're not getting anywhere with Hoekstra or Jerry Freer because they're both as concerned as Mother Teresa about the boy.
Being concerned doesn't mean they're innocent. As PJ said, the boy could have been an accident. Whoever turned up the heat didn't know he was in there.
And the hospital says that we can talk to him soon.
Good. Maybe he saw someone. Get Adam onto it. He knows the boy, doesn't he?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dora.
Jerry Freer's got a point, you know. I mean, why would he want to destroy his own business?
Well, it's not his yet. Maybe he's trying to wear Alex down.
Why?
Well, if there's no will, the farm's got to be split between the brothers, right? So the best thing for Jerry would be to get rid of the place, split the profits and go back to the States. Now, maybe all these problems are just to wear Alex down.
Yeah, but without a will, doesn't that happen anyway?
Maybe there was a will.
Sure.
Hey, well, maybe that's why old Mrs. Free's room was turned over, so that someone was looking for the will.
Oh, thanks for
Yes, well, thanks, Mr. Canahan, for your help anyway. Yeah, cheers, mate. You too. Oh, bloody lawyers, they're unbelievable, aren't they? I mean, just...
Cheers, Pop.
I'm sorry, Senior Constable, I'm not at liberty to divulge any information.
Which means there's no evidence to suggest a will exists.
The Freers had a Donnybrook at the hospital. Adams tried to break it up and he's torn his stitches again.
Paging Dr. Frankenstein.
Alex Freer's gone back to the house to make a thorough search now that they know that Toby's okay.
Oh, OK, nothing like shooting in the dark. The lawyer could be right.
Yeah, that'll be a first.
Well, the damn thing might not exist.
Actually, I think it does. I remembered Mum has a provision in her will for the church, and Adam said that old Mrs. Freer was quite religious, so I rang a few of the local God squads. And she sent in a bequest form earlier this year to the Salvation Army, giving them a small donation of $1,000, the captain said.
Well done, McKinley. We'll make a policeman of you yet.
Woman, boss. Police woman.
Police woman, yeah.
So there could be a will after all.
Yeah, all we've got to do is find it.
You find it yet, Alex?
He won't find anything. There's no will. And I'm glad. If Betty had left a will, I'd lay odds she'd have left everything to Jerry. He was always her favourite. Alex could never do anything right, but Jerry was perfect. And then he comes around here all concerned for my son. I tell you, Alex would have strangled him right out there in the corridor if it hadn't been for Toby lying here. And you. Thanks for... God, he's such a bastard.
Feeling better now, Tobe?
Yes. Thank heavens.
Now, do you remember seeing anyone when you got locked in the egg room?
I've asked him. He didn't see anything.
Are you sure? Because if you did, it'd really help if you could tell us. What were you doing in there?
I was just checking out my special place.
Your special place, is that somewhere where you play, is it?
It's a hidey hole.
A hidey hole?
I had a baby chicken in a box there once.
Yeah?
It went to heaven though.
It's a bit sad, eh?
I didn't see anybody, but it got hot.
Yeah, I know. You know how lucky you are your mum was there?
Hidey hole.
Well, apparently that's what Toby said.
There's nowhere in here to hide.
Well, he's only a little bloke. It makes sense. He could have hidden anywhere. There's spots here. Give us a hand, Mr. Freer. Give us a hand here, thanks.
Bugger. You're nice and warm here at a regular temperature. I forgot the idea from you blokes when you put that girl in here after the flood.
Maybe. Must be your wife's.
Bloody hell.
Last will and testament of Elizabeth Meredith Freer.
Be back in a minute.
Let's go.
He's scared of you, mate. You should improve on that bedside manner of yours.
Yeah, well, I'll work on it. So what did he have to say?
Well, his grandmother was sick in bed, and she told him she had something important for him to look after, and she was afraid that Jerry might get a hold of it.
That's not surprising.
Why is that?
Because basically the whole shebang goes to Alex and Rhonda. Now, even though Jerry was the favourite, the old girl was a bit nervous about his updating the business ideas, so what happened was he ended up being disinherited. He'd been in the States for years. Done nothing towards the place.
Well, there's motive right there for trying to force a sale.
Yeah, if he knew there was a will. But why didn't Toby tell his mother about his little secret after Betty died?
Well, he didn't know Betty had died, did he? Well, basically they didn't want to tell him because they didn't want to upset him. So they told him she was asleep. And he figured he better not say anything.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, well, they're telling him now.
What about the pearls? His granddad told him that Jerry had been after them, had been for years, and they'd keep them safe until Jerry had gone, which he'd do after she died.
So Jerry hanging around convinced him even further that Gran was still alive. Pretty amazing kid.
Would have been better for us if it'd been a little less amazing.
We've got a couple of people we need to talk to.
Yeah, Jerry.
The witnesses.
Why?
How can you witness a document you claimed you never knew existed?
I didn't say it didn't exist. I said I didn't know if there was a current will.
But you said you never held one for Betty Freer.
I haven't.
But you have witnessed one.
Oh, yes, a couple of months ago. It wasn't filed. It was a personal will. And I don't know if it still exists or
It does
not.
exist. Your name's on it as a witness. Why didn't you tell me that?
You didn't ask me.
And you were deliberately misleading me. Now, did you know the content of the will when you witnessed it?
No. All right. Yes. She wanted me to see it. She was making a point, I think, about how the family would run the business, about how I would never have it.
Well, why didn't you speak up about the will?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Oh, come on, tell us. We're dying to know.
You know, I wanted to buy it. But if Alex knew he had the whole place to himself, he would never sell. But if he thought Jerry still had a share, well, I stood a better chance. Where's the harm? It's just business. I'm a businessman.
He's a cold-hearted bastard, if you ask me. I mean, making an offer on the place while Betty was dying.
Did Alex know?
About the offer?
No, about the will.
Oh, good God, no, neither of the brothers did. Betty was always a secretive woman.
Did they suspect the existence of a will?
I don't know why.
Why? Well, somebody went looking for it yesterday.
Well, Jerry didn't do it. He was at his mother's wake, wasn't he? He told me. Can I go now?
No, not yet, sorry. Constable Doyle will make you a nice cup of tea.
I like it white with one, thanks.
Me too.
Now, Mr. Freer, did you know that your mother had a will?
I already told you no.
Did you know that the two main witnesses were Melanie Baldwin and Griff Hoekstra?
Well, how could I know that if I didn't know about the bloody
Melanie
will?
Baldwin.
And Griff Hoekstra.
Is it binding? The will.
Well, it's an informal document, but yeah, I'd say it's binding.
And Jerry gets nothing. Did she know that? Melanie?
Probably, why?
Maybe she told him. They used to be close, you know, before he went away. They even talked about getting engaged.
Where's his wife?
In America, I don't know, ask him. Look, any past association I might have had with Jerry has nothing to do with any of this.
Melanie, is this a past association, or are we talking about a current one?
Dinner, visits to his caravan.
Business meetings.
Discussions about the will? What'd you talk about?
Nothing.
Melanie, this could turn very nasty on you. You could lose your practice.
Fine. Charge and convict me. I'm sick to death of it anyway.
Now, what are the charges? Eh? Burglary, conspiracy, attempted theft.
What?
Well, you were the one that broke into the house. You were the little bloke that Alex saw, aren't you?
on.
No,
That is
you were
crazy.
looking for the will, and
I
so you get rid
didn't.
of it.
No, I didn't.
You were seen, Melanie.
Look, hang on,
We'll
wait a minute.
find
No,
the
you don't
clothes.
understand. Jerry's wife is going to divorce him. She is trying to nail him to the wall. He needs that inheritance money. It's not his fault his work's taken him away. And now he's got that bitch to contend with. I just wanted to help him.
Mr. Freer. In your haste to leave the station, you forgot your interview tape.
You didn't take my advice then, mate?
No.
Brother give you that, did he?
Yeah. When we were kids, I was always the one who gave him a thumping. Guess things have to change one day.
Well, I'd like to run a theory by you. It's about the theft of the grain and tampering with the incubator, stuff like that.
Let me guess. I did it to speed things along.
Before they found the will. Yeah, mate, turn it up. Give it a rest.
Now, we know you knew about the will and what was in it.
Yeah? Well, that supports your little theory, doesn't it? All you got to do now is prove it.
Don't worry, Mr. Freer. We will.
There you go. Another one for you, sis. Righto.
I have a double whiskey.
Be
Best
right
you
with
got.
you, sir.
Top shelf. Money's no bloody object.
Not your first port of call this evening, Mr. Freer.
Why? You accusing me of being drunk? Well, I'm not. I just want a bloody whiskey.
I think
Here.
you better just
Are you going to
settle
serve me
down.
or not?
Look, I think you better leave. There's the door.
You bloody cow.
Come on, out you go now.
My money's as good as anybody else's, isn't it?
Out.
My money! Stuff you, lady. You can tell your mates in blue the same thing. Stuff them too. If they want to nail me, that's fine. I'll give them something to nail me for.
Look, Melanie Baldwin has got too much invested in her practice. She's going to hire some hotshot lawyer. He's going to get her off. You just wait and see. And in the meantime, she's going to keep on doing her job by making Nick Schultz a rich man.
Oh, and you think that Jerry Freer put her up to looking for the will?
I'll bet my tax return on it, dear.
You coming to the pub?
No, thanks, mate. No, thanks. Even though the doggies are playing on the replay, I'm going to sit here, do my receipts, because I'm going to crank this up to $1,000.
I wasn't talking to you, Dogmeister. I was talking to Doyle.
Oh, be like that, mate. See if I care.
You've hurt his feelings.
Oh, well, he's all right. He's big enough. He can handle it. Come on, you coming?
No, I've got a few things to finish here, thanks.
I'll go with you.
Fantastic. Glass of water for everybody.
Hey.
Welcome up, snarl, and $28. Bulldog through and through.
Sorry, Tom, usual?
Perhaps I should come back there and give you a hand.
Oh, it's just been such a crazy night. Jeannie called in sick. The bar staff were in the kitchen. The temp failed to turn up.
Oh, really?
Glass of water and a cup of hemlock, thanks, Chris.
Water and a beer coming up. Oh, incidentally, Jerry Freer was in early. I had to refuse to serve him. He was pretty far gone and loud, and he's had you.
He's feeling the pressure. He knows we're onto him.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't do anything stupid.
He did say you were trying to nail him, and he might as well give you something to nail him for.
Oh, good. All right, come on, let's go. You better get back and woman the station.
Man the station.
No, it's all very confusing, that stuff.
Alex, do something! It's wrong! Please! Jerry, what's wrong? Just go and leave. Why don't you go in and call them? Yeah, you've seen it now. No, Jerry. Call them! I might as well be hung for a bloody sheep.
I'm not calling anybody.
What's going on?
Now maybe you'll believe me.
Mr. Freer!
Just in case you missed the action. So now you can arrest me, eh? Not calling anybody.
I warned you yesterday.
Will this do as a confession?
Yeah, it's a start.
I don't want to press any charges, Sergeant Croydon. He's upset. I would be too.
Alex!
We don't know it was him, Rhonda.
What the hell do you think this is? He's jealous and he's bloody crazy and he needs the money. Don't you?
How would you know, Rhonda?
I read the letters right after you first got here. The lawyer's letters from America. His wife's divorcing him, Alex. She wants everything he's got. That's why he's been sabotaging us.
Is that true, Mr. Freer?
About the divorce, yes. Jeanette's got a vicious streak when it comes to money.
Why didn't you talk to us, Jerry?
Because it's my problem, not yours. I tried to talk to Mum, but she didn't want to know about me when I wasn't being Mr. Perfect.
So you needed the sale to get the cash, but you didn't need to sabotage the place to do it.
I didn't!
Because A, I'd never sell it whatever happened, and B, I was going to give you half anyway. Even after the will. Try and be a proper family. Instead of enemies, but on my terms. It's a free-range farm. We don't use hormones to stimulate growth.
Hey, might have argued.
No! I'm not gonna let you do this! Alex! We're talking about years of work here! And now you just throw it all away! On him!
It must have been difficult for you knowing that he was the one that almost killed Toby.
Hang on a minute,
It was you, wasn't it, Mrs. Freer?
I never meant for Toby. I just wanted Jerry to go away. It was all I could think of. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry.
Can I get you a cup of tea?
Can I see Alex, please?
Sure.
I guess I've been pretty bloody stupid, haven't I?
Well, you're lucky it didn't cost you a lot more.
I love Alex. And he's worked so hard. Betty used to send Jerry money for his birthday while we had to struggle for shoes for Toby. I just wanted some security for us, that's all. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm Sorry.
What's going to happen?
Well, Ronna's confessed the fact of the theft of the grain. She knew about Herx's truck and thought it'd be safe there till Jerry left or we took him away. The incubator thing, well, she's facing a charge of conduct endangering life. But we'll put in the favourable report to prosecutions. She's probably going to answer a charge of false report and grain theft.
Alex?
Will she go to jail?
Yeah, he'll have to go to court, but I'm sure she'll only look at a fine or get a good behaviour bond.
Come on, it's going to be okay. Stop your crying. Come on. Let's go and get Toby, eh? He's ready to come home.
The briefs to court next week?
Oh, thanks, Max. Oh, Maggie, I was just want to let you know that I didn't really think that Melanie Baldwin was that terrific.
Oh, really?
No, not as terrific as you.
Don't start, PJ. It's
No,
too late.
I'm not starting anything. It's just something I think you should know.
I know exactly what you were doing.
I was doing networking.
Networking.
I was genuinely looking for an accountant.
PJ, if you want an accountant, you can have my dad's. He's 50-ish. He drinks too much, but he gives great refunds, yeah? Rhonda Free's here.
How are you? Sorry about this. Just need you to sign a little bit of paperwork. How's the little boy?
Oh, he's fine. He's helping Griff with the piglets.
Not with Uncle Jerry, then.
Jerry's gone.
And last night, said he wanted to sort things out his own way. Never could settle down. Drive me mad moving around all the time like he does.
Melanie will sort him out.
Well, she's gone with him.
Yeah, I reckon he thought it was pretty romantic, her trying to find the will for him, you know, putting herself on the line.
And she's always carried a torch for him. Maybe it's worked out for the best. She hated that business.
Do you know where they might have gone?
No idea, sorry. Are we done?
Yeah, you'll be advised if your court appearance next.
Thanks.
What's his number?
So do you suppose Melanie Baldwin's going to turn up in court to answer her case?
Doubt it.
Well, bugger a case. He's got my receipt. What about my tax return, my $1,000?
Oh, well, Nick, it'll teach you to count your chickens.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh.